Hello, Randy. How are you?
What's up, Frank? How you been?
Nice, nice, nice. Happy to see you. I want to ask, some things about your artistic life, about the band, the name, the influence, your influence.
Well, I think one of the things that makes Echo Strike unique, well, not one of the things, but I mean, probably the most important thing is that we exist in two countries. You know, that because of, particularly because of COVID, it made it difficult to really get started, right? As we were beginning the connection with the band so we could all go play together, COVID hit, and it forced us to really learn how to make our music virtually. Um, since then, several years have passed, and what we've been able to do is finally get together. So it took a lot of effort, but I finally was able to return to Argentina, and for the first time, we were able to play some of the songs that we actually created um, virtually. I mean, the creative process is pretty easy. I am the creator, the composer, the designer of the songs. Uh, I write the lyrics. I do the bass compositions. Um, and what happens is once I send that out to the band, this still happens virtually, even if I was in Argentina.
Yeah.
And then the guys will individually, whether it's drums, guitar, keyboards, all of that, they will begin sending me their adaptations to what I've already done so that they'll add to what I've already done. Or in some cases, in many cases, at the end, they'll replace some of the things that I've done with, for example, I might make some electronic guitars. I can play the guitar, but I might make for production purposes an electronic guitar for a sound that I'm looking for. And then one of the guys will actually play a very similar guitar and will replace the electronic guitar. So the idea is putting all the ideas together to create the best possible product, the best possible sound at the end. So
Yeah,
the
I
songs,
know.
they take a while. I mean, many of the songs that I'm just now mixing for our fourth album, we're mixing that album right now. Those songs, some of them were created last April, April, May, June. So from that point till now, we've been working on those songs. So it takes a while, but from our, I guess, other people's perspective, maybe that's not a long time. But the way that we produce music is very effective, very efficient, but also very very good. We make more songs than we ever produce. We have 100 songs we have not released.
Yeah, yeah. Also, from all musicians that I working, I feel you are one of the um, more active making music. You have how many music albums do you have already?
We started basically in 2019, but the first album officially came out December 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So let's call that January 2020. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not even 2022 yet. So it's not technically really been 2 years since the first album came out. It's about 2 years now. December, more or less, is 2 years since we finished the first album. We started a few years before that on that first album, a year and a half. This will be our fourth album release on the anniversary of our first album release 2 years later.
Cool.
So, and in that process, we've created 100 extra songs.
Yeah, I remember. I remember.
So like this album that's out is the most efficient one because I probably only created maybe 30 total songs, a little less, maybe like 28, 27 songs, because the album was so good, and the songs were one after another. Were, I guess, because of all the work before, you start to get into the groove. You know where you are, you know who you are, you know how to sing. I'm much better singer than I was 2 years ago, for sure. The first album is nice because it's a raw, it's a the lighter album, it's not as technically proficient. It's not as produced. So it's nice from that perspective. But you learn in those years. I mean, it's like COVID forced me into a box, literally into a box. For that second album, I almost made most of the songs inside of a small apartment because I was stuck. Remember, in Argentina, I couldn't leave. And so that second album's unique because it was all, my mind was going crazy. And so a lot of the songs, you know, are around, you know, borderline, you know, going a little crazy, a little bit insane because you're stuck in a box for, I think it was 89 days, and I had only 1 day out and 5 trips to the grocery store. And otherwise I was in a very small, the apartment's smaller than the room I'm in right now.
Thanks for watching. Check all our services for musicians at videocontentshop.com. Music videos, consultations and promotion. Also download our new ebook, Grow Your Music Project Working with Brands. And subscribe to the channel. See you soon.